Hello everyone. This presentation is a collaboration between GSU students and MSP students for our consultancy class project. Today we will be analyzing Saudi Arabia's renewable energy sector and its potential for investment. So before starting off, let me list the table of contents. I'll be starting off by a brief introduction. Next, we're going to be having the country justification by Owen, pastel analysis by Jaysuma, industry justification by Dali, investor recommendations by Serene. And finally, we're going to be having the conclusion and Q&A slide. Moving on to a brief history about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia was founded in 1932 by King Abdulaziz Al Saud. Saudi Arabia is clearly an absolute monarchy by rule, and it's ruled over by the House of Saud. The kingdom, known for its vast oil reserves, is now shifting towards economic diversification under the visionary leader, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, where he is funneling most of his funds through the Ministry of Investment. And we can see renewable energy is a big priority to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Moving on to the objectives of this presentation. So our first objective is to analyze Saudi Arabia's renewable energy market, also to assess macroeconomic factors and industry potential, as well as justify Saudi Arabia as an ideal location for investment. You might ask why this topic matters. Well, it does matter because Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 aims to reduce oil dependence. As per MBS's Vision 2030, which is in reducing oil dependence and diversifying the economy to position Saudi Arabia as a global investment hub. A key pillar of this vision is renewable energy, with a goal of 50% clean energy by 2030.
I choose Saudi Arabia for renewable energy. Saudi Arabia, historically known for its vast oil reserves and dominance in global petroleum markets, is undergoing a significant transformation. As part of its Vision 2030 initiative, the kingdom has committed to diversifying its economy and investing heavily in renewable energy. Saudi Arabia's renewable energy plans are among the most aggressive in the Middle East. The kingdom aims to generate 58.7 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030. When compared to neighboring countries, Saudi Arabia's renewable energy transition is larger in scope but started later. The United Arab Emirates, particularly through its Masdar initiative and the Dubai Clean Energy Strategy, has set an ambitious goal of achieving 75% clean energy by 2050. Kuwait's renewable energy push is moderate, centered around the Shigaya Renewable Energy Park, which integrates solar, wind, and concentrated solar power technologies. Saudi Arabia's strong economy, supported by its substantial oil revenues, provides it with the financial capacity to invest heavily in renewable energy infrastructure. Socially, Saudi Arabia's young and growing population is a key factor, with nearly 70% of its population under the age of 35. From a business perspective, Saudi Arabia is becoming an increasingly attractive for foreign investment in renewable energy.
Now let us begin the pastel analysis. Let's start with politics. Politically, Saudi Arabia is an absolute monarchy led by King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Vision 2030 programs aim to diversify the economy and reduce reliance on oil. The country remains stable but faces regional tensions with countries like Yemen and Iran. In 2030, it ranked 31st out of 153 nations in the Global Competitiveness and Risk Index, reflecting a strong but evolving political environment. Now let's move on to economics. Saudi Arabia has a GDP of 1.1 trillion. Speaking on the index from 2023, Saudi Arabia is the world's largest oil exporter, but is expanding into tourism, technology, and entertainment. The unemployment rate is 4.9% and inflation is at 2.5%, indicating a stable and growing economy. Socially, Saudi Arabia has a population of 36 million with a median age of 30. 98% of the population has internet access, which is fueling digital expansion. Moving on to women's workforce participation, it is currently increasing, but the country remains culturally conservative, with Islam playing a central role in its society and businesses. Technology-wise, Saudi Arabia ranks 38th in the Global Innovation Index as of 2023 and is investing in AI, smart cities, and tech startups. The futuristic NEOM project is a key example of its digital transformation under Vision 2030. In terms of legal, the country follows a Sharia-based legal system, but has introduced reforms allowing 100% foreign ownership in multiple sectors. Saudi Arabia ranks 24th in the Contract Enforcement Index as of 2023, but bureaucratic hurdles remain a challenge for businesses.
Hello, Miss. Hello, everyone. So now I'll be discussing the significance of renewable energy for Saudi Arabia, how it meets market demands, and the social impacts it brings. First, let's consider the relevance of renewable energy. Under Saudi Arabia Vision in 2030, the kingdom aims to diversify its economy and reduce its reliance on oil. Renewable energy is the key to this strategy. Harnessing Saudi Arabia's rich solar and wind resources, this transition not only decreases oil dependence but also fosters new industries, generates jobs, and boosts economic growth. Next, let's examine how renewable energy aligns with market demands. As Saudi Arabia's domestic and industrial sectors expand, energy consumption is increasing swiftly. Renewable energy offers a sustainable and reliable solution to these needs. The decreasing costs of technologies like solar panels and wind turbines make them more accessible, attracting foreign investment, driving innovation, and fostering job creation, while strengthening global partnership. Finally, let's explore the societal impact. Transitioning to renewable energy reduces the national carbon footprint, enhances air quality, and improves public health. The growing sector creates jobs in technology, manufacturing, and maintenance, supporting a diversified economy. Through initiatives like rural electrification and renewable energy education, Saudi Arabia empowers remote communities and individuals to thrive a sustainable economy. Thank you for listening.
I'll be talking about the investment opportunities in renewable energy in Saudi Arabia, a country that is making significant strides in clean energy development as part of its Vision 2030. As part of the Vision 2030 plan, Saudi Arabia is working to diversify its economy and reduce its dependence on oil by investing in renewable energy sources. This plan is central to the country's future and growth. Let's look at three key sectors where Saudi Arabia is focusing its efforts. Solar energy. First, solar energy. With its abundant sunlight, Saudi Arabia is one of the best places in the world for solar power. The potential for large-scale solar projects here is immense. Wind energy. Next, we have wind energy. Certain regions in Saudi Arabia have great wind conditions, making them ideal for wind power generation. Green hydrogen. Finally, Saudi Arabia is positioning itself to be a leader in green hydrogen production, which is considered one of the most promising clean energy solutions for the future. What makes these sectors even more promising is the strong government support behind them. The government is investing heavily in clean energy projects, particularly through Vision 2030 initiatives and projects like the NEOM City Development, which is focused on sustainability and renewable energy. Move on now to the benefits. Strong government backing, policy support for renewable energy projects through incentives, growing global demand for green energy, international push for sustainable energy sources benefits Saudi Arabia's clean energy projects, technological advancement, continuous improvements in renewable energy technologies could reduce costs and increase efficiency. Risks. Regulatory risks, change in policy or inconsistent enforcement may impact project timelines or returns. Competition as global demand for renewable energy grows. competition for resources and project could intensify. Geopolitical risk. The region's geopolitical instability can affect investment security. Key takeaways. Saudi Arabia presents a high potential opportunity in renewable energy due to government support and favorable natural resources.